crazy thing! Stop! Help!
Oh, my God, George.
Did you not hear me out there?
Dad, are you all
Go to
right?
your room, Elroy.
But what happened?
Go to your room!
Specials, TV movies. Let's go 3 for 3 and do some cartoon crossovers. That's 6 crossovers, 12 cartoons, all different in their own way, all nostalgic in their own way. There's no better way to do it. Well, it probably is, but I don't know.
I could have been killed!
These are cartoon crossovers. Don't expect any of the Simpsons ones. I'll talk about all those here. And Volume 1. Don't worry, I'll do more.
So you're just gonna keep doing these?
Yeah, if people want them.
Is this how we'll finally get you to talk about Daria?
No.
This ain't televised, they telling lies, but promise I won't. We've been patronized, they taking lives, I'm on my way home. Relax my mind about half the time I'm watching cartoons for knocks how I'm locked in my room. Of course they resemble my skin when I watch too. Hypnotizing, tannic, how I follow through the vibes. Okay, dreaming mama's proud as if she looks through Penny's eyes. I'm a man of the house like Oscar. You deceive, I believe need Oscar. James Earl, when I speak, I'm a fosser. Gotta swerve in the streets, never block us. I go, feel more, just try to make you feel more. Through the halls I felt storms. Looking at me cause I don't like what you like, you feel torn. Should've smacked your light slick back, you ain't seen pimpin' before. For the stars I shoot pimpin', no bull, you best set the score.
On May 7th, Nicktoons will collide.
Jimmy Neutron, bulgies. Timmy Turner.
For the first time in history, Timmy Turner and Jimmy Neutron are trading places.
Hey, why is everything so bulgy?
Swapping dimensions.
You gotta help me get back to my world and get that other kid back here.
And switching realities. In the super special Jimmy Timmy Power Hour.
I love this universe.
What in the name of Nicktoons could cause this crazy crisis?
Uh-oh.
And will they ever be themselves again?
My name is Timmy. Timmy. Timmy? Who's Timmy? I'm Jimmy. Jimmy Neutron.
Everything I know is a lie!
The Jimmy Timmy Power Hour. Friday, May 7th at 8, 7 Central. On the only place that messes with the Tooniverse. Nickelodeon.
Ooh, baby.
Alright, damn, y'all can stop asking for it. 20 years ago, in 2004, Jimmy Neutron and the Fairly Odd Parents were two of Nickelodeon's biggest franchises. One was science, one was magic, one was CG, one was hand-drawn. The damn names rhyme, Timmy and Jimmy. It only makes sense to combine them into one, right?
Oh my gosh.
Yes. Yes, it does.
The Jimmy Timmy Power Hour. Timmy has to come up with a good project for the upcoming science fair so Crocker can leave him the hell alone.
Look, a child in pain.
Where? Hey, there's no child in pain here, but there's going to be.
Hey!
Okay, but keep your auto-poofer with you. Once we leave, just push the little star and you'll automatically be poofed back to your room.
Oh, nice. Something only invented for this episode that we'll never see again. I used to love when this show used to do this.
Oh, by the way, I was being sarcastic.
Well, duh.
Timmy uses the auto poofer to get him into the best science lab in the universe. And that's what lands him in Retroville. Meanwhile, Dexter and Johnny Test sisters in a lab crying, shitting, throwing up on the ceiling. Yeah, they waste no time. Timmy and Jimmy link before the 4-minute mark. I love this Power Hour shit just as much as I did as a kid. I definitely do. But I also think a lot of this watch was just me realizing how much I love Jimmy Neutron over Fairly Odd Parents. It's funnier, it's paced better, I like the music more. I have a better time with these characters. Crocker was deadass in Fairy World for like 20 minutes. We cut away and I just forgot. Timmy Turner might be the most obnoxious child character that I grew up watching. All this big tooth motherfucker does is cause problems for everybody. Yeah, get him the fuck out of here.
I'm telling you, Susan B. Anthony could totally kick Madame Curie's butt. Not if she was tag team with Harriet Tubman.
Wait, no. Everybody stop right now.
What the fuck did Libby just say?
The little Prince and the Pauper situation they got going on is what really drives a lot of the comedy in this thing. Everyone in Dimsdale thinks Jimmy is Timmy. Jimmy also thinks Cosmo and Wanda are like computer programs or something. Carl and Sheen think Timmy's like a mutated Jimmy after a bad experiment. And Cindy thinks that Timmy's one of Jimmy's smart friends.
Hey, that's not Neutron. The head's too small.
And that overbite could crack open a sea turtle. Hey!
Cindy is so starving, bruh.
Yeah, that brother's starving.
Look at all it takes for her to fall for Timmy.
Hey, you're pretty smart. Want to help me with my science project?
You're asking for a girl's help? You actually value my opinion?
Sorta.
Stand up! Stand up!
Timmy hypnotizes Jimmy Neutron's badass mama and makes her think she's Mighty Mom from his cartoon. But I think Jimmy's dad confuses this for like a sex roleplay thing. Am I reading this right?
I get it. You want to play one of those special games, eh? All right, but let me chase you this time.
Shit, they be getting it in. I got next, bro. Save some for me.
Lint boy, quick! To the mom lair!
Now you're talking.
You bugging. I would have been in that bitch like, yippee!
Bro, why I always want to fuck all the women on Jimmy Neutron and shit. Seeing Jimmy and Timmy communicate back and forth on a watch is so surreal. Why did I pop an edible before this? I love that when it cuts back and forth, the music changes depending on whose world the perspective is from. It's such a really cool detail.
Something's coming up on his screen.
Calling Goddard. Can you hear me? Come in, boy. My readings indicate that your vital signs are back to normal.
What kind of genius are you?
Back off, Nerdtron. Timmy here has already saved the day and saved your dog in half the time you would have.
In general, this is just one of them ones that just consistently reminds you how cool cartoons are. Seeing these characters in different art styles and how they play with their strengths and differences, it really is fun and the novelty does not wear thin.
Jimmy Neutron, boy genius. Timmy Turner, boy!
Hey, Timmy brought that saying the same phrase for the whole episode shit over with him to Jimmy Neutron. I am 10 minutes in and I swear I've heard Timmy say bulgy more than I've heard someone say my name today.
Hey, why is everything so bulgy? Look, Baron Von Bighead, get off my back! Which is now bulgy. Come on, Turner, be patient. You're a bulgy scientist now.
Oh!
The Fairly Odd Parents style brain blast is very cool.
Very cool.
But I feel like they copped out a little bit. Like, y'all couldn't draw the brain? Come on, man. That's honestly what makes the sequels to these so cool. You get to see all these characters in different art styles, despite some translating way better than others. Seeing both characters unintentionally put both worlds in danger is really fun. Both Jimmy and Timmy are in situations that if it would have happened to them in their respective shows, they could have gotten out of it in like 15 minutes. Like this video game Goddard thing, Jimmy would have solved this so fast just off a quick prayer and a brain blast, like forget about it.
Think! I'm bored again.
Players 4, 5, and 6.
Oh, look at this clip of Sheen protecting Libby. He loved his black queen. I see you, bro. Oh, looking like a Bronx Tale and shit. See you around, Sonny and shit. I think in general, it's a cool way to use what each of these characters is good at. That attention to detail really helps this feel like a celebration of both shows at the same time. Timmy has strengths, who knew? Wow! They even found a way to sneak a little emotion into this thing, which I don't remember, but really admire.
All of this is a big computer game. Why do you care so much about them?
Goddard? Of course! Goddard! He's computerized, isn't he? Well, Cosmo and Wanda are as real to me as Goddard is to you!
Okay, so my thing is, Timmy wishes to go to the best lab in the universe, and it takes him to Jimmy's crib, which is saying that the shows are in the same universe. But as a kid, I could have swore this little thing right here at the end was like a universe swap. But I guess they're saying that they're on different planets? Planets that alter character designs and art styles. But then Timmy uses the word dimension, which makes more sense.
My name is Timmy! Timmy! I think people in your dimension use J instead of a T.
But raises more questions because he got here by saying universe. So then I hopped on Google to figure this shit out. And apparently dimensions are in universes, which I probably know already, right? If I wasn't outside getting so much pussy. But then Timmy asks Cindy this.
And do you have a digital camera and a computer that can send a picture to a parallel universe?
Which implies
that this is not in the same universe. Oh my god. This shit makes me so.
Nothing. Whatever, bro. I fucking hate cartoons. This nigga Jimmy FaceTimes Timmy by stuffing a big pen into a Game Boy Color. I don't even know what I'm doing with my life anymore, bro. I got like $300 in my account and YouTube pays once a month. So, in the spirit of crossovers, I thought it'd be fun if this whole video was a crossover. So, yeah, here's Worst Taj. I won't regret this at all. Don't expect all the other crossovers to be this elaborate. I'm just being nice to this nigga because he knew.
Hey y'all, nigga here. Is that really how I'm gonna start my segment? Yeah, sure, fuck it, it's funny. But hey yo, what up? It's Worst Taj, aka Burnt Toast, and I'ma just jump in this thing and say that Jimmy Timmy Power Hour is arguably one of the top 3 crossovers of our generation. Specifically the generation that grew up with complete unmonitored access to the internet, playing weird ass flash games and AMVs on YouTube and Newgrounds. Honestly, the only thing that's combating JTPH for most influential crossover is probably something like Smash Bros and fucking Scaring the Hoes by JPEG Mafia and Danny Brown. Super Mario Bros. Z used to be on that list, but the creator doesn't like black people, so... But yeah, JTPH went so hard, they did that shit 3 times, and even though I'm only talking about the first one, ayo, side note, the second one is the best one, the third one is just fine. There's a lot of good things I can appreciate from the first one, which I will now explain because that's the entire point of this segment.
You know, saying something in vivid detail and then proceeding to do it doesn't qualify as a joke.
Ayo, don't act like I forgot about what you did in my Bravest Warriors video, dog. I'm on your ass. So with the first crossover being aired back in the early 2000s, it's interesting to see that this happened at a time where both shows were at their prime. For real, Jimmy Neutron was going on strong with the second season, and Fairly Odd Parents was on season 4, aka the baby, the dog, and the other chick wasn't in there yet, so it's objectively good. Plus, in all fairness, the idea just works, you know? Having Nickelodeon 2 runner-ups, side note, let's be real here, they were doing good, but no one was being that damn sponge. Collab together. One show is about science, the other is about magic, both have main characters in which their names sound similar, so yeah, fuck it, give these niggas a crossover, and that's what we got on May 7th, 2004. And on the rewatch, one of the most interesting things that got me off guard about this crossover is that it's low-key, high-key, kind of not. Okay, so let me explain. Usually your average ass crossover would just have the characters from said shows meet up and have hijinks ensue. However, JTPH really took a page from fucking Wife Swap and had Jimmy and Timmy just switch shows for a majority of the crossover. Deadass, there's only a few times where the two really get to interact, and I find that really interesting. It's neat to see it start off as a normal Fairly Odd Parents episode. You know, Timmy forgetting to do a science project last minute, so bro's gotta wish himself to the smartest lab in the universe, which leads him over to Jimmy's crib while he's in the middle of fixing up Goddard. Also, even though I'm only now talking about it, it's honestly really cool seeing each show swap art styles. Usually crossovers don't go that extra step. I'm looking at you, Lilo and Stitch. Bro, no bullshit, they crossed over with 4 shows and they didn't even try to blend them in the Lilo and Stitch style. They were like, shit nigga, you lucky they're on model, fuck out of here, and called it a day. But yeah, it's cool seeing Jimmy in the Fairly Odd Parents style. You know, the real one, not whatever the fuck this thing is. And it's cool seeing Timmy be all 3D and shit, even though, not gonna lie, bro be looking like a 3D Muppet. Talk about not handling the Neutron style.
Later, Nick.
What did he say?
But yeah, Jimmy is stuck in Dimsdale and Timmy is stuck in Retroville, and we get to see these two interact with each other's show status quo. I said earlier, this aired at a time when the Fairly Odd Parents was still good, so it's really funny seeing how much of a smartass Timmy acts like in front of Jimmy's friends, plus him low-key spitting game to Cindy of all people. Bro, deadass even brainwashes Jimmy's mom, making her think that she's a superhero, causing the dad to get the wrong idea.
Open up! Lit Boy needs to recharge his power pack!
Oh, bro, a freak! Honestly, same. Meanwhile, in Dimsdale, we see Jimmy kinda just deal with the hell that is Timmy's day-to-day. For real, they drag my bro through the mud. It's downright dirty. Hey bro, fuck fairy godparents. We need CPS in this bitch.
We're not going anywhere, Turner.
What the fuck are you doing in my house? But yeah, to wrap it up, it's cool how the climax for both characters are kind of happening simultaneously. That being, Timmy must stop Goddard from destroying Retroville due to the fact of him accidentally fucking up his system update by putting in a video game disc in there. Plus, there's a little moment that I like where Jimmy was deadass not going to help out Cosmo and Wanda because he's all like, nigga, they're nanomachines. They ain't real. What that gotta do with me? Side note, Jimmy thinks the fairies are nanomachines because... yeah. And Timmy is like, nigga, I helped out your dog, and last time I checked, he's a robot, and yo big head ass still cares about him. Now show a nigga some love and help me out. They don't say it like that, cause you know, it's a kid show. and they're white, but it's basically the same thing. But yeah, Jimmy stops Crocker, they get sent back to their own dimensions, and the crossover ends with the most raw shot in this joint. And that's Jimmy Timmy Power Hour, and it's just as good as I remember it being when I watched it for the first time. But yeah, this has been Taj Talks, and thanks for letting me on here to yap about this real quick. And don't worry guys, I'll be back here again when me and bro collab to do a complete retrospective on Code Monkey, guys. It's totally gonna happen, and it's not some stupid in-joke that only I find funny. And remember, put it on your calendars, December 15th, 2024. The best Code Monkeys video you're gonna ever see in your life, nigga.
No one cares about Code Monkeys.
Hey, bitch, nigga, what the fuck did I just say?
Wait. Do this nigga got on a hentai hoodie? Oh god, who do I be calling for these shits, bruh? You put on the Jimmy Timmy Power Hour and it is exactly as fun as you want it to be. It will not disappoint you even 20 years later. They take advantage of each of these shows, they show love to all the right characters and prioritize all the right things. You can't really ask for anything better. So nice, they spun the block twice. I'll talk about those some other time. This is the first part and I'm already tired.
Thanks, boy genius.
Don't mention it, average kid who no one understands.
Whatever, bro. Fuck y'all. Today's video is actually brought to you again by Factor. Get used to it, homie. Keep kitchen time to a minimum. Factor meals are ready in 2 minutes. No shopping, prepping, cooking, or cleaning up. With 35 different meals and more than 60 add-ons to choose from every week, you'll always have new flavors to explore. They sent me some new ones to try out, and you know I couldn't stay away. I'll be drooling over these shits. We got the Calorie Smart menu this time. They were all just so great, like real fresh. My dog was so jealous, this nigga jumped in the box. What you doing in there, Tony? Do not miss out on Factor. So I'm trying to get y'all some game, don't act like I don't tell y'all nothing. Can't vibe on an empty stomach. Head to factor75.com or click the link below and use promo code TOONRIFIC50 to get 50% off your first Factor box and 20% off your next month of orders. That's code TOONRIFICTARIQ50 at factor.com to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next month of orders.
This year on Uncle Grandpa Day, I pledge on a pile of hot dogs to make it the greatest day in history. It's a full day of episodes featuring me and my buddies. Yes! And what would make it the most epic Uncle Grandpa Day ever? A brand new, never-before-seen episode of Steven Universe?
Oh my gosh, Uncle Grandpa!
Honestly, I'm just as surprised as you. It's Uncle Grandpa Day! Thursday starting at 7:30, 6:30 Central on Cartoon Network.
Uncle Grandpa dropped right in the middle of my "the new cartoons are so fucking stupid" phase that I think every modern animation fan goes through at some point. If you're still in that era, you're on the wrong channel. This is not a safe space. We be laughing at niggas like you up here.
You stupid.
It was the homie Sav, who I've dedicated every video to since he passed a few years ago, and his brother that really opened my eyes. I go to their house and they be watching stuff like Teen Titans Go and Uncle Grandpa, and I couldn't understand it because the Ransonas on YouTube, okay, told me that these shows were bad. But these niggas were bold. They watched them shits out in the open. It kind of influenced a lot of the things I do now. Shit, I mean, these were the first niggas I knew who smoked weed, and now I ain't wrote a video sober since Little Lulu. But through watching the show with them, I realized that it's all about perspective. If you invite a silly show like Uncle Grandpa in and accept it for what it is, you can have a really good time with it, and I did. And while I wouldn't say I commonly go back to the show, it'll always hold a special place in my heart, because without that realization, I have no idea how I perceive a lot of cartoons today.
Uncle Grandpa?
So that would make him Greg's brother and father?
That would explain a lot.
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, and I guess I love Steven Universe too or something, whatever, I don't know. There's really not a lot to say about Say Uncle. This is gonna be pretty brief since it's only 11 minutes. But the main thing you need to know is that this thing is very fun. And a lot of that is really so about how they went about the characterization of everybody. The gems are great the whole time. They're written like Teen Titans Go characters. And this part with Pearl yelling has signed like 3 leases in my head. I'm too broke, I can't afford for things to live rent-free anymore.
We'll never escape! This is our new home!
Pearl, you're overreacting.
I'm not overreacting!
And I love how much Steven just adores Uncle Grandpa. He's excited to be around him, he trusts his advice. It's really wholesome. Most of the crossovers in this video have the characters hate each other when they meet, or it's like some the fate of the universe hangs in the balance shit. This is so stupid and lower stakes is great. It's the perfect contrast to everything else in this video.
Quick, Billy bag, we need a plot hole.
Sure thing, Uncle Grandpa!
Do you get my joke?
I could be talking out my ass here a little bit, but as a nigga whose notifications blew up while he was on a cruise because he said he liked Uncle Grandpa on Twitter, I can't help but feel like this little speech Steven gives is a little metatextual, talking directly to fans of the show that may have written off Uncle Grandpa as some bullshit without trying it out first.
It was a big weird surprise when Uncle Grandpa showed up here today. We've never met anyone like Uncle Grandpa. But you can't just attack people you don't understand. You have to stick up for them and listen to what they have to say. You guys always do that for me.
If they did this on purpose, I think it's really, really smart. And if they didn't, I still think it's a nice moment.
Okay, I'm ready for this episode to end.
Like I said, Say Uncle is brief, but it really is a blast. Hey, look, if you don't have a good time with it, just take that stick out your ass. And then you might. It's funny, it's kind of wholesome and sweet. It's great. So, welcome back to Crystal Clear.
This might be one of the most controversial episodes Tariq talks about in this video, and honestly, I never got why. You'd think Steven Universe fans, who are used to their show being misrepresented due to surface level observations, would have been kinder to the crossover with a show that's constantly misrepresented due to surface level observations. But nope. Oh, Uncle Grandpa's too random and weird to work with a serious story-driven show like Steven Universe. Really? The Steven Universe that spent 11 minutes on a Roadrunner parody. The Steven Universe that had Steven fabricate a whole Garnet adventure for shits and giggles. The Steven Universe that has two fusions who break the fourth wall, right down to showing clips from a previous episode with footage courtesy of Cartoon Network watermarked at the bottom. That's the Steven Universe that's too serious to cross over with Uncle G? Alright, buddy. I adore every single second of Say Uncle. From beginning to end, this episode is a celebration of fandom. You have on-the-nose moments like Lars and Sadie's ship, the gag where Uncle Grandpa tries to talk to Steven through the coming up next bug, and I swear the world stopped hearing Mr. Gus utter the word Gemsona. Garnet, Amethyst, and Pearl especially are allowed to be the goofy goobers fans often revere them as. Flannerized just enough to where they still feel like the crystal gems, but their reactions to the absurdity of Uncle Grandpa are befitting of how they're portrayed in memes and lighthearted fan art. And I think that's what bugs me about the backlash to this episode. You take any of the jokes and turn it into a Tumblr comic, reskin Unc with Finn or Gumball, and I guarantee people would have found this to be the funniest shit in the world. It's just disheartening that the clear bias against a show most people complaining haven't even watched is what causes a ton of fans to write this one off. Especially when, again, Steven is still in a similar boat online. Thankfully, more people seem to have warmed up to this episode in recent years, embracing the weirdness and accepting this crossover for what it is. And I think it would have gone over a lot better back in 2015 if it aired in the intended order. According to Ian JQ, executive producer on Steven, creator of OKKO, and Rebecca Sugar's Boo, the episode got shuffled around due to the first Steven bomb. Check it out after this if you want. But because of the shuffling, we didn't get the intended effect of Steven mastering his shield here prior to Peridot, Jasper, and Lapis blowing up. Something that the crew wanted so that it'd be cathartic and funny when Steven summons his shield to stop the handship's blast. Which just reinforces that some fans need to let go of the idea that SU was too serious to work with a goofy show like Uncle Grandpa. They're both goofy shows, even if being goofy is just a facet of Steven Yu's identity. Also, I still want to see Uncle Grandpa visiting the other Cartoon Network shows. Foster's definitely thought he was another imaginary friend, but what the hell did it look like when bro pulled up to the cul-de-sac? Urban Rangers was finna beat his ass. Say Uncle is the definition of an underrated gem. Do yourselves a favor, stop being lame, and give it another shot. Thanks for having me on, Tariq.
You're welcome, Kevin. I love you.
A mysterious ray has drained the power from 4 of our beloved superheroes.
Join Phineas and Ferb.
The guys are in trouble. This may be their final battle.
Iron Man, Spider-Man, the Hulk, Thor, and Agent P.
Who was that masked
beaver duck!
As they join forces to save the world in the Disney Channel summer event.
I thought this was going to be a special extended episode!
Phineas and Ferb, Mission Marvel, premieres Friday, August 16th at 8, 7 Central on Disney Channel.
Phineas and Ferb, Mission Marvel. Crossover between Phineas and Ferb and those Marvel cartoons that were airing about 10 years ago on Disney XD. Thor, Iron Man, Spider-Man, Hulk.
Ladies and gentlemen, and Hulk.
What the fuck? He's a man, bro. Why would you say that? This is around the time Disney brought Marvel. I remember this being announced what seemed like immediately. Same with the Star Wars special back when Disney brought them too.
Oh, this is Ferb. He's our stepbrother.
Mom remarried? What happened to Dad?
Funny story, actually.
This was to that era when Phineas and Ferb were just everywhere, getting into everything. And since this was my favorite show at this point, I was eating all this stupid shit up like a little Debbie cake. Long and zebra cakes and shit. I was like,
what are they gonna buy next? Ooh, maybe Harry Potter. I've never seen those movies before, but if they mix that with Phineas and Ferb, that could be really fun.
Oh, sick. Sam Jack explains the plot for me this time, so I don't gotta do it.
Iron Man, Thor, Hulk, and Spider-Man have lost their superpowers due to a mysterious power-siphoning ray, which we believe originated somewhere in the Danville area. We fear a group of supervillains are closing in.
But it wasn't by any of the villains. Doof's stupid ass just kinda did it by mistake.
That was me! That was me! I drained the power from those superheroes! Winning!
I'm by winning. I win here and I win there. Now what?
Okay, but like, if Hulk doesn't have his powers, why does he just not turn into Bruce Banner? Wait, hold on. Do not answer that. If you know the comics and actually know why, I hate niggas that read. The powers are kind of held captive in these space stations that we see the kids at during the top of the episode.
Hi, guys. How are the asteroid waves?
They were totally cranking, dude.
Man, Phineas can't convincingly sound black or white.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like me. Nigga.
You're not very street.
Yeah.
Gotta hand it to the Phineas team though, they write a great Spider-Man. The kind of character Peter's always been is perfect for this show's brand of humor.
Being a hero isn't the armor you wear, but the metal in your spirit and the steel in your resolve.
Man, that was eloquent. All I ever do is quips. Like this one, for instance. And the one preceding it.
Thank you, small but mighty friend.
You know, he seemed vaguely familiar.
You think that was Howard the Duck?
Time is of the essence. We've got to... No, it wasn't Howard the Duck.
Would you guys read my fan fiction? It's a story where Thor and Hulk decide to learn ice skating.
I'm sorry, but we're not allowed to accept unsolicited material.
So, superheroes definitely exist in this world, so Candace is just one of those weirdos that writes fan fiction about real people. Shout out to my homegirl who was writing all that mindless behavior fan fiction back in 7th grade. I ain't forget, you got 2 days to delete everything before I send all them shits to Ray Ray and Prodigy.
Hey!
Sometimes I just like tell jokes that I know for a fact like only 5 people are gonna get. Beyond Spidey, like, it's Phineas and Ferb. There's always gonna be some good funny bits, even if it's not a classic episode.
Gentlemen, it looks like we are going on an evil road trip.
Ooh, shotgun!
You do not fit into shotgun position!
You showed true courage fighting alongside them. Shield owes you a debt of gratitude.
Yeah, hot dogs for everyone, baby!
This nigga Stan Lee handing out free glizzies to black people. Motherfucking glizzy reparations and shit. I don't know what it is. All the crossovers in this video kind of have like this surreal feeling to them and seeing the characters interact. But something about this one that just kind of wears off way quicker than you think. My guess is that maybe it's because they like really had the Phineas and Ferb eyes, these designs, but that's really all I got for real. They do like a Hey Arnold movie thing a little bit. All of the superheroes are both shaded and highlighted while the Phineas characters just keep their flat colors. It's something you don't really notice until it's pointed out to you. So you are welcome. This ugly ass costume Perry got on is the worst. I ain't like this shit even back in high school. And now I know why Hamster and Gretel look like that shit. Nigga look like a pack of gushers. I don't know if I have the words to describe how the action on Phineas and Ferb is animated, but I don't think I've ever seen anything like it before. And it's done in a way where it's really clear and good on the show's characters, especially in something like Second Dimension. But the Marvel characters, they just look like a little floaty, a bit awkward. I feel like sometimes it's not the easiest thing to track and lock down, especially when they move the camera. If you get motion sickness, turn this shit off. You're gonna feel like you at King's Dominion. This one is known for featuring Phineas at probably his angriest. You can almost feel the heat coming off this nigga's face. He's so mad.
But I can still help. I know that the villains will...
No, you don't know. The entire tri-state area and possibly the world is at stake here. Honestly, Candace, if you don't know what you're doing, keep your hands off the machinery.
Well, then maybe I should just leave.
Yeah, maybe you should. And we're back to square one with restoring the hero's powers.
But...
This is just too important, and we can't afford any more setbacks. I'm revoking your shed card. You have to go, now.
Okay, so I do think the escalation to Phineas yelling was a bit fast and jarring, but I would think that's mainly something that comes from a cartoon being board driven. Like some things that would have been paced a little easier in script format or just kind of leaped into because you're dealing with the artist and their pen instead of just words on a page. Regardless though, right, I've always heard that, Phineas is so mean. How could he talk to Candace like that? I can't believe him.
My pussy hurt.
Fam. Are we watching the same cartoon? Is niggas this soft? Candace is in his shit, touching shit, pressing buttons, fucking up the hero's powers. Meanwhile, it's niggas out here about to blow the planet up. Like, this is real shit. This is not a roller coaster, nigga. There is a Nazi walking around outside with a pharmacist. These niggas could have lost their life. He can't tell her to get the fuck out. Tried to snitch on him every day since 07, but he too mean because she got to get out. Fuck y'all, I hate how y'all watch cartoons. I do think the overall conversation might be about intentions. Candace did not intend to mess things up, so she didn't deserve to be barked at like that. I think that the show, and Phineas himself would agree with you here. But at the same time, I don't get why everyone acts like he doesn't have the right to be upset. The little homie just turned into Hawk before your very eyes, and Shorty talking about some damn, wow, guess you don't see that every day. Like, give me a damn break. I'll be stressed the fuck out too, shit.
I've always told her, don't ever make Phineas angry. You wouldn't like him when he's angry.
Aw, fuck you. I get that reference. I watch Family Guy. Well, I think the whole narrative and whatever they were trying to do thematically starts to fall apart is this stuff with Isabella. Like, where does this even come from? She speaks like 3 times before this. Buford tells her to stay in the house 1 time, now suddenly she got an arc. How are you only trying to help? All you ever did was give Robert Downey a juice box.
Nah, I'll go. You stay here, little girl. It might get ugly.
What, you don't think I can handle ugly? I've been hanging out with you all summer.
Oh shit, what the fuck she say that shit for? To add a little more to the overall discussion of this thing, I asked the homie, the wacky Deli, to pull up. It's your turn, Deli. Come on. Here, boy. Come on.
Ah, Deli!
Oh boy. So I have been asked to discuss this episode in particular because while Tariq is very well aware that I hate talking about this, thinking about it, coexisting with this episode, I am probably more qualified to opine on it and communicate some form of a well-rounded opinion, which, I mean, debatable, but we're gonna try. Let me be clear, like, this is just a bad time. It's a bad cartoon, it's a bad Phineas and Ferb joint. I think as far as bad crossovers go, I think it exemplifies something that you would want to try to avoid when you're making one of these, which is just that it has no vision. When you think of the idea of doing this crossover, it's an opportunity. It's a money-making scheme. A money-making scheme that I don't think many would turn down the opportunity to make. And I'm sure there were plenty of nerds on staff that could have made this a certifiable banger. Unfortunately, it seems like the crew involved was too busy fighting with the Marvel consultants responsible for preserving the artistic legacy of such classic franchises as Hulk and the Agents of Smash. It very much seems to me like there's a fundamental mismatch in tone going on. We are taking the Marvel characters here. This is the whole point of the crossover. This is the important piece. But this is the world of Phineas and Ferb. This is a Phineas and Ferb special. So trying to drag this down into something a bit more like serious and grounded perhaps isn't the greatest idea. And as a consequence of that, aesthetically, shit just feels off. I think they did a good job like porting the actual characters into the universe. The animation, it's a little floaty at points, but I mean, it's alright. It should concern you though that the songs in a Phineas and Ferb joint are mid. You can't remember one joint at any of these. Go on, try it. You can't name a single one. It was indicated pretty early into promoting this thing that there would be a subplot centered around female empowerment. Just to keep it a buck, Phineas and Ferb was never batting 1,000 as far as representation goes. This show is unironically a product of its time, and if you cannot accept it at its ooh, yeah, then you cannot have it at its gitchy goo meets at I love you, you know what I mean? But they chose to implement this in the most brain dead way possible. Like, it's definitely in character for Candace to be a bit spacey, maybe even a bit ditzy, but like her Destroying this machine twice in a matter of minutes, it doesn't really add up, especially if the running narrative is like she knows everything there is to know about these guys, she's desperate to fit in within the clique. This shit just comes out of nowhere. Pretty much everybody hates Phineas's little outburst here. I mean, it's definitely uncomfortable to watch, but I don't think he was wrong. He's very well justified. If I were him, and based off the comments and most of these shits, I practically am, but if I were him, I would not deal with it as well. Most people in that scenario are cursing her out. Bare minimum. Also, where the fuck was Isabella? Where the fuck did she spent a majority of the show literally chasing after the boys for shit to do? Half of the stuff that they've built would not be there without her and or the Fireside Girls. Do you know they build multiples of these shits in a day? That would not be possible without them. Her literally just like disappearing for half of the shit until it's time for the big angsty number is wild. In what universe would this actually happen? Overall, I'm just shocked. I'm flabbergasted to this day how not good this was. Moral of the story, go watch that Star Wars shit, it's a banger. I would also take the Jesse crossover with Ultimate Spider-Man. I mean, you know, why the fuck not at this point? You could have done a Club Penguin integration that would have felt more at home than this. I mean, really.
Golly, Phineas and Ferb don't piss the damn dog off. I don't think I dislike Mission Marvel, but definitely when I look at the totality of Phineas and Ferb, this just kinda ain't it. It's cute, there's some funny gags, but yeah. The hardest I've smiled through this whole thing was probably seeing how happy Candace is to touch Thor's hammer. Little animation on her is so good. A few years ago, Deli and I interviewed the director of this one, so you could probably watch that if you want to hear a little more of how this was made. That video's probably good, maybe? I haven't seen it in years. Somebody on Twitter told me that it was unfortunately my best one. Whatever the fuck that means. Oh, I didn't know they made a store for me. That's cute. They sell FUBU in there? Hey, if they sell Sean John, you might as well just burn that shit to the ground.
I need you to... my dogs, okay? We're done.
Right down! What is going on? That's me! Why do this? Don't you have enough money as it is? He goes, no!
Cartoon Network presents an epic new team-up with KO and Garnet.
Garnet like the Garnet? Oh, sorry.
With Garnet, Ben 10.
Really? Is someone messing with me? Okay.
With KO, Garnet, Ben, and...
Raven? I love Raven! All my favorite heroes together!
Okay, Ben, let's go universe!
When is it on? Oh, right.
The OKKO crossover event, Monday at 6:30 on your Cartoon Network.
Yeah, nigga. That's how we do it. Follow me, tell me if you feel me. I think niggas is trying to kill me.
Hey Ian, you still watch these shits? If you're anywhere around my age, the phrase CN City should make you think about Video Nows and Reese's Puffs. From 2004 to 2006, Cartoon Network had these super iconic promos that put all of their characters from all of their shows in one big three-dimensional town, inspired by places from every show. You could see Laszlo and Blue, Johnny Bravo, and Samurai Jack.
Laundry day? Yeah.
They start fucking, it was gross.
The point was that the city made these characters feel real. Like some kind of extended family that stayed in their own pockets for like half an hour, but still knew and had relationships with each other after the credits rolled. CN City was network marketing at its peak, and it served as the backdrop all these years later in Ian Jones Cordy's OKKO's Let's Be Heroes' crossover nexus. Fuck, there has to be a better way to say that. KO, Garnet, Ben 10, and Raven.
Do what he isn't expecting and go to his lair.
That's a great idea, Garnet!
I didn't say anything, KO.
Ben?
Dude, did that honestly sound like my voice to you?
They gotta stop this guy that's turning all the other Cartoon Network characters into stone. I don't know, I'm writing this video in a weird order. I can almost feel this one smushing together with Mission Marvel in my mind. This plot is relentlessly Saturday morning cartoony, and it wears it so proudly. Even more than the actual Saturday morning cartoon we're talking about later in this video. I'm really in awe at the pacing of this cartoon. This is another one of those 11-minute ones, so this section won't be too long. They have such little time, yet it feels like they give you so much without feeling like you're going too fast. This is such a love letter to the network. It's just littered with so much love. It just screams that whoever made this grew up with all this shit, and I love it. Even just pausing the city shot and seeing everyone's cribs, new and old, there isn't a second of this thing that doesn't love what Cartoon Network is and was. But I also guess I can't help but think about what might have been. If this thing actually got to be half an hour, who would we see? Who of all these different characters would get to interact? Okay, so if I made this show, here's what my roster would be for this episode. KO, Sonny Bridges, Lou from Mike Luanog, Dexter's daddy, and the dog from Powerpuff Girls. Fam, this is disgusting. This is exactly why they don't need to let me make a cartoon.
Anyway, please donate to my pilot.
Man, I might need to marathon this whole show because I fucking love this kid. Why am I feeling emotions while he's crying? This is the silliest drawing ever. This nigga look like Meek Mill. This little pep talk he gives the rest of the cartoon characters is so good. I had to like pause it to collect myself after. But I'm pussy, so, you know.
No, well, I never actually lost my powers. The only thing I've been missing is my friends. But I just realized I have friends right here. And as long as we're together, nothing can stop us.
Good pep talk, bro.
Okay, KO. Let's be heroes.
I can't get in trouble for playing long clips, right? Cartoon Network forgot they even made this shit. Well, at least they acting like it. I know I never talked about it before, but man, do I think this show is cool. I'm just watching all of these expressions they gave Raven. How no two drawings look the same. Her face morphs and changes shape to go with whatever makes the drawing look more serious or funny or welcoming. There really isn't anything like it.
Drop me, bitch!
Everyone, hold on to my super strong legs.
Them legs.
Crossover Nexus is crowded in the best way possible. It's fun, no matter what era of Cartoon Network you grew up with. Nope, I guess that's everything I had to say, so I'm gonna toss it over to our guest, Nintendo. I have nothing more to say. Oh shit, do you guys think that there's two versions of the Powerpuff Girls in CN City now because of the reboot? Oh shit, 3 versions.
Man, even I'm disappointed that Tariq didn't ask Ian to talk about this one. Crossover Nexus is defo the most iconic episode of OKKO. But when it's talked about, I always see complaints that it's overstuffed with references, or too ambitious of a story to fit into 11 minutes. But I think that's where a lot of the charm comes from. There's so much dialogue that's blatantly about how many details, explanations, or motivations had to be left on the cutting room floor. But they read more like character banter than references, especially when coming out of Raven's mouth. I'm sure he's gonna have like a That's So Raven joke in here. I'm calling it now.
I lost.
There's also cheeky references to iconic crossover events that set the stage for a huge rumble between icons. They shout out the era of 90s comics that popularized this trope with the villain Strike, who's like if you translated an overly muscular Rob Liefeld design into the show's softer style. The logo references Smash Bros. And reinterprets Cartoon Network's new jingle into this Avengers-like anthem. Despite setting the bar high, I feel like it's extra funny that the bulk of this episode is just these 4 heroes hanging out and becoming friends. It expands on KO's early role of being everyone's sidekick, as they took some of the relationships that KO has with his cast and applied it to the guest stars. Raven is a sarcastic magic user like Enid, Ben 10 Nissen is a flashy show-off like Rad, and Garnet is powerful and protective like Carol, KO's mom. You understand why KO is so sad to see them go. They remind him of the people he's the closest to. Bringing out traits compatible with KO prevents these 4 different cartoons with 4 different styles of humor from clashing with each other. Like, KO responds to Ben's bragging so politely. It's like children from different generations interacting. The core cast is also united through Strike's weapon. It can summon animated characters and control whether or not they have life, emphasizing that being a drawing is what unites everything in Cartoon Network's catalog of originals, no matter the era. Besides Moxie, I guess? He's a 3D model, but he's still here. They didn't discriminate. Thankfully, Strike isn't evil enough to erase any cartoons from existence. That would make this episode too realistic.
Wow, I tell a joke exactly like this in the next section, and it wasn't even on purpose. Animation is hurting, bruh.
I can't deny that spotting references to obscure channel blocks or characters from short-lived series in the Hall of Model Sheets is a big part of crossover Nexus's appeal for me. Every location, every poster, every piece of graffiti is a reference to something from the past 25 years of the network. The fact that then upcoming shows are still represented is great attention to detail. It's really only 2 scenes that go overboard with the callbacks, but even then I can't complain about hearing Schnitzel and Alana again, or seeing drawings of Grizz and Double D that go unnecessarily hard. And if you think they left anyone out, then you got another episode to check out that I can't watch without stopping every few seconds to point at the screen. I think in terms of a crossover, this is held back by only featuring 1 character per show and not traveling to any of their established locations. But at the same time, being a celebration of Cartoon Network's past and present helps it stand out, especially amongst OKKO's other crossovers. It embraced its limitations and made the most out of every moment. When we do return to Gar's Bodega in the final seconds, it feels surreal. I didn't even notice that the show's signature funk soundtrack and sketchy line work were toned down until they returned here. The overall message of Crossover Nexus is that everything matters, and it carries that with it until the final frame. Okay, now you need to end this segment or else the vibe is ruined.
Fuck you.
With me, nigga. My name is still my name.
The Space Age meets the Stone Age. In Hanna-Barbera's The Jetsons meet the Flintstones.
Yabba dabba, friend.
And now this full-length animated feature can be yours on video cassette. Your whole family will laugh as the Jetsons learn to live in the past, while the Flintstones experience future shocks. Don't miss it when Hanna-Barbera's favorite families trade places in The Jetsons Meet the Flintstones at your video store today. It's about time.
Ain't no black people in the past, ain't no black people in the future. It's The Jetsons Meet the Flintstones. Brief history real quick, I guess. The Flintstones was the first ever animated series to air on primetime, which is now reserved for stuff like Simpsons, Family Guy, and Bob's. Running for 6 years, it was the longest animated series of all time for a while, which would sound like a joke if I said it 5 years ago, but you hear me say that now, and you're lucky if your favorite show gets 2. There were tons of different attempts to try and capture the success of an animated show on primetime. I don't know why these niggas thought somebody would want to come home from their factory job and curl up with a TV dinner in an all-new Alvin show, but I digress. In '62, they tried the exact same thing again, but in the future with the Jetsons, which actually only ran for like 6 months. The reruns were put on Saturday mornings, and it was so popular there that 20 years later, they did 2 more seasons, this time written as a Saturday morning cartoon. Running from 1985 until 3 days before this special came out in 1987, which really explains why this thing is written like those really floaty, dull Saturday morning cartoons where none of the characters sound like they know what's going on.
Elroy, are you sure we're going to the future? If you know what I mean.
I know what you mean, Dad. I got it set for future.
Now, I ain't the smartest man in the world. Okay, let's stop. Okay, I want y'all to guess how long this one is. I mean, no cheating if you grew up with this one, alright? It's probably time to change the diaper anyway, old ass. That was mean. I meant it though. Alright, time's up. Okay, this shit is 90 minutes, okay?
Whoa, you serious?
This one's gonna be different because unlike everything else I talk about on my channel, I do not like this shit. So, I'm gonna toss it over to Man of 1,000 Thoughts, who also ain't like this shit.
You know, this special had been hype for some kids growing up in the 80s. How couldn't it be? 2 iconic TV comedy families coming together. The jokes write themselves. Even as someone who was born in the 90s who loves Flintstones and liked the Jetsons just fine, this seemed like it should be hilarious, but they quickly prove why these families don't really need to meet. Well, at least not for a damn feature-length movie. There's not much to say about this shit since it's really a big vehicle just for prehistoric and futuristic gags. Not just any gags, the 80s Hanna-Barbera gags. You know, the soft slapstick ones with no real weight to them. Makes it sound like niggas are getting hit with whoopee cushions. You gotta get through a whole movie's worth of that, cause the story really isn't that great. It's just kind of both George and Fred are having trouble with their jobs and they help each other out, and the families are doing their own stuff. It's crazy to think the plot for George starts all cause his computer wanted some cyber pussy.
And the figures from sales along the Milky Way aren't even in yet, Mr. Cogswell.
No, goody. If you were a woman, I mean a real woman, I could kiss you.
This nigga right here is ahead of his time. Or is he? When does this take place again?
Also, I'm willing to bet that lady computer definitely awakened a generation of tech bros. Probably explains most of this AI garbage nowadays.
We just did the same kind of joke, except mine was funnier. I think before I get too much into the weeds with a few of my problems with this one, there are a few funny gags that I'm gonna play so this section of the video looks longer than it actually is.
He's working overtime for Cogswell. Spying! Guys like you should be shot at dawn.
No way, Fred. I don't get up that early.
We would have killed you. That's what we would have done.
They would have killed us. That's what they would have... Yeah.
That's right, Fred.
I second the emotion.
Would you wait till he's gone? I hate to see cavemen cry.
I need a good old pair of pliers.
These are about as old as they get around here.
It's not easy working with nuts all your life.
Hey. Hey. I have not engaged with much Flintstones media outside of the original show, except for occasional stuff like On the Rocks, that WWE movie. So when I heard this Fred, I was extremely confused because it is not the original, and you can very much tell this nigga sound like he got a sinus infection. Just get that shit out, bro. Just hold one nostril and blow out.
Nah, I mean it, Wilma. I got an idea. Why don't you take a nap, and I'll take the baby out for a little air.
Probably for our house, just as I suspected. The hand printing's on the wall. They got us by the throat, Bon.
But I think this might actually be the one that most people my age are familiar with. He's in like everything after the man called Flintstone. He has been Fred Flintstone longer than the original Fred Flintstone. And yet, he's still not my Fred Flintstone. Y'all can have this nigga if y'all want him.
You wanted a vacation, Wilma? You got one.
Oh, yeah. Well, I got a vacation I'd like to send you on.
Nah, nigga soft. I think there's a lot to the concept of putting characters together and having them do shenanigans that aren't necessarily plot heavy. It's something a few crossovers do. Half of the fun of The Simpsons guys just watching Peter and Homer be stupid together. One of the more memorable things about Simpsorama is the stuff with Maggie and Bender bidding on horses. Please watch this video, it's my frame of reference since these are the last crossovers I watched. So I don't mind that they do that here for a while. Especially for the time, this is just kind of what you did. You get the stuff at Fred's house, the games at his job. They do a good job creating these fish out of water scenarios that play off the era that these characters are from. It's kind of more about that than their personalities clashing. If someone did not know who the Flintstones were and did not know who the Jetsons were, they could still watch this and understand. Which is cool, but like, what is that saying about this is a crossover, you know?
Jabba dabba, friend.
Mr. J, you learned a whole new language.
How about that, Fred? I never heard a tin can talk before.
Wait, y'all have tin cans? I thought everything was just rocks. I guess this is also kind of teaching me that in terms of character and personality, I don't think I know who the Jetsons are. Who are these niggas, if you will? Like, duh, George, Judy, Jane, Elroy, Astro, right? But besides Rosie, I can't tell you anything about these characters, how they'd react in different scenarios. I got nothing. You think about Fred and Barney, Wilma and Fred, these relationships are so strong and defined that they come out even in commercials. Their personalities are so fully realized by comparison. Granted, it's because they stole them. The most iconic thing about the Jetsons, at least in my opinion, is not the characters or the stories, it's the environment. The characters almost exist to make that funny instead of the other way around.
Besides George, Jane and Elroy and Judy are unbelievably bland. They have no sense of realism to them compared to the Flintstones and Rubbles, who feel like actual people you've met, or at the very least an exaggeration of people you've met. The Jetsons fit too close to that nuclear family stereotype that I can see why more people think maybe George, Rosie, and Astro than they do anyone else in the family. Plus, it doesn't help that they talk like casserole is their regular dish for family dinner.
If the Flintstones is the honeymooners, the Jetsons is like a futuristic father knows best. Just a regular old nuclear family from way back when. And while even today you can still catch the odd reference to Jackie Gleason beating his wife, I can't even tell you the last name of that father knows best family. Anderson? I can't do nothing funny with that, man. Why I look that up?
The families are all still fun to see interact off each other, though. Fred getting George in on one of his harebrained schemes makes it pretty funny, but that stuff only lasts for like 20 minutes until they swap worlds. Then it becomes 40 minutes of the Flintstones and Jetsons causing problems in each other's homes.
I don't think I've ever been more bored watching something for a video. This shit dragged like 7th grade social studies. Man, I was relentlessly spoiled by that Jimmy Timmy Power Hour just dropping us right into the action. How is this thing 90 fucking minutes and Fred and George don't even lock eyes until the 30-minute mark? That is longer than the full length of over half of the crossovers in this video. Did y'all think this was cute or something, my nigga? I got like 4 more cartoons to watch after this. If y'all don't go to hell. 50 minutes in, these niggas like chasing pigs around and shit. Like, what we even doing here, bruh? Every time I check to see how much time is left, it just feels like it keeps adding time. I'm clicking through while editing and I'm seeing dinosaurs on strike and shit. I don't even remember that, and I just finished watching this shit an hour ago.
When I saw these niggas swap places and saw it was around the 50-minute mark, I knew I was in trouble. The last half of the special knocks the winds out of your sails cause it's nothing but boring gags. There's some notable stuff like Fred almost killing Barney. That's sad to say, but you know, that's the biggest highlight. Fred Smooth was about to toss this boy out a 1,000-foot window. Honestly, Tariq and I can somewhat get it. Love you, Dub. You freak of nature.
I'm gonna have to disagree with man here. I do not love you at all, Dub.
I do want to mention this one scene in the first act where Fred and Barney sneak into Mr. Slate's card game. Barney is in drag as Fred's fake wife, and Fred gets asked by some other nigga if he can dance with his wife. Bro, what was up with these old films and having niggas asked to dance with another nigga's wife? Old white niggas want some old weird shit, bro.
How come I had to be the woman? Well, I'm doing the poker playing, aren't I? Now all you gotta do is stand around looking sexy to distract the other players.
That shit looking a little big back there, bro. Not doing a bad job.
Yep, I got an erection.
Overall, it's really nothing that great. By halfway mark, you get pretty bored with it fast. Hell, I honestly was bored when it was started. They at least take advantage of all the prehistoric and futuristic sight gags they could get off for this, but even still, they're just okay. I really do not have that many big chuckles I can remember from this. It's great that it happened, but there's no real reason to watch more than once.
Yeah, this shit's some mid. Sorry, boys.
Whoa, you serious?
There's a lot of stuff in it that's really indicative of the slower, more awkward 80s era of animation.
Mr. J, my family.
Rosie!
Oh, Rosie!
Cheer up, everybody. I've sold nearly every car in the plant. Well, maybe this'll make you cheer up. My next great idea is to go back to Bedrock.
I did not edit this. Why the hell are they shaking their heads for so long? This thing is boring, it's slow. It's not even cool from an art design perspective since the characters share the same art styles anyway. Like, why they even let this nigga in the crossover? I wouldn't put bro anywhere near any of the Flintstone characters if I was Hanna-Barbera. He just looks like Fred with white hair and a big ass. BBL Fred and shit. Part of me can't shake the feeling that this might all just be about perspective. That the reason that this comes off as so boring is because it's not 1987 anymore. Animation has morphed and changed so much over the years, you can't possibly hold something from that long ago to the type of stuff that's being made today. It's like, fam, how long ago even was this? Because Rugrats is like 4 years after this. That excuse only works for like racist Mickey Mouse cartoons. And even then, it's not really an excuse. I'll beat the shit out of Mickey, nigga. Fuck what Leonard Maltin talking about.
Fred Flintstone belongs to the universe.
Tonight he does. Tomorrow he belongs to me.
What that mean? You gonna fuck him or something, bro? What's going on?
What from downtown? You got TV?
No, I did not.
You about to be head off media. Cut your fucking head off, nigga.
It's not Halloween. He's like 15 at this point. Oh, that's that skill. Oh.
Ah, you bitch.
I'm on the coin side, baby.
No. Ah, no, you bitch. I'm over there.
No, you're not.
It's mine. No, fuck.
Oh, no.
I got it.
Suppressing.
Fuck out of here. Nigga, give me that fucking flag.
What you doing with my ball?
From downtown.
Dude, this game still stinks, but this is a blast.
Yeah.
Behold the amazing colossal crossover! Two titans of Cartoon Network, Billy and Mandy and the kids next door, together in The Grim Adventures of the K&D. Premiering Sunday, November 11th at 7 p.m. Excitement abounds on Cartoon Network.
Look. Two of the longest running cartoons were The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy and Codename Kids Next Door. The creators always seemed cool with each other, so when I heard about this crossover as a kid, despite how different these shows were in tone, it just kind of made sense. The Grim Adventures of the K&D, I was excited to get to this one. The guest for this part is someone in this room.
Who, me? Yeah, sure.
You know a nigga been doing this way too long when he start to reuse jokes and shit.
Oh man, you guys don't know how excited I was when this was announced. The Grim Adventures of the K&D. This is like the first thing I think of every time I say we used to have fun back in the day. Cartoon Network took two of their most popular and longest running shows and smashed them together with duct tape and snot. The special shows Billy calling on the K&D for help after accidentally getting Grim's scythe stuck in his dad's lucky pants. I love that it's just stuck between the cheeks. That thing is in there deeper than Ray J.
One wish!
In the middle of bringing Billy back to get fixed, he stumbles into the delightful children, and they get fused together into the delightful Reaper. Now they're out to assimilate the entire world to fit their image. And Mandy has wormed her way into controlling the K&D in number one's absence. Now it's up to him and Grim to save the world from both threats.
Both of these shows are classics of their era, without a doubt, so it shouldn't surprise anyone that this is still very funny. I had to pause the whole special just to laugh at this read by Greg Eagles. He's so fucking mad.
Where's my scythe, Billy?
I was a little scared to come back to this one. I was afraid that this wasn't as funny or cool as I remembered it, but to be honest, it's exactly what you would expect out of a crossover between these two shows. It's loud, silly, mean, and just full of nonsense. I like seeing the relatively more serious characters from K&D just having to deal with the fact that the rules work differently in Billy and Mandy.
Hey! Stop that!
Wouldn't let that shit happen to me though.
I think having the plot devolve into Mandy seizing the opportunity and taking over the kids next door is low-key a stroke of genius. It's absolutely something she would do.
These dumb kids have had the means to conquer the world for centuries, but instead spent their time fighting over the right to eat cookies for dinner. But now that I'm in charge, we're having world domination for dinner, with a side of rice.
What, they got that on like Uber Eats or something? And isolating number 5 as a solo sane character leads to some really fun character stuff. But I also think it's kind of funny that whenever this show has to do like a story where there's like a big external conflict in specials like this, they like immediately get number 5 out of here because she's way too competent. Like you can almost feel somebody going, no, Abby ain't going for that.
Number 1, am I glad to see you? Everybody's going crazy around here. And what happened to that guy? Don't they feed prisoners around here anymore?
Over the years, I've heard some people criticize this one for how stupid everyone in the Kids Next Door is written, and how that's not really in character. And yeah, I definitely think that's true to a degree. But so the fuck what? Oh, I'm sorry. Did you want a story with Billy and Mandy in it with smart people around them for 20 minutes? Do y'all actually watch cartoons or do y'all just skim them shits? I love how this just immediately lets you know that this is going to devolve into nothingness. The climax is just like this big monster fight between what is essentially Billy and Mandy and Grim. They found a way to make this really ridiculous but still really in tune with how both shows are.
Mandy new dictator manned robot. Monkeys and nice doggies relax on bellies of turtles.
What kind of acronym is that?
Well, if you weren't in such a rush, maybe I could have come up with a better one.
You haven't seen the last of me.
She's lying. They never see each other again. Both shows end after this. Matter of fact, the studio doesn't even exist anymore.
Man, that girl's got problems.
Try being in the same show with her every day.
I feel like the humor leans more on the Billy and Mandy side, which is funny because most of the writing was left up to the K&D team, with Maxwell and his team being busy on Big Boogie Adventure. It's cool that the cameo in that by number 3 led to an even bigger crossover. Not that Maxwell didn't do anything, he definitely stepped in to make sure the jokes still hit the same. While the two creators, Maxwell and Mr. Warburton, are good friends, and were cool with poking fun at each other's shows, like the part where Mandy Mandy wonders why they fight with mustard. Cartoon Network actually got in their way over some stuff. Like the scene where Mandy tortures number 1 by making him watch the Yes era. That was originally supposed to be him watching Sheep in the Big City. The network didn't want to offend the Sheep team, even though the creator of Sheep was good friends with Mr. Warburton, and gave him the okay. Like, come on Cartoon Network, let the hateful little fart cartoon punch down. That's what it's supposed to do. I also like how even though this is mostly a crossover between Billy and Mandy and the KND, we get to see other characters too. Heck, the thing starts with Billy trying to get help from the Eds first.
What do you mean you're broke? Hey, if you're looking for charity, call Kids Next Door. They're cheap.
One of the most fun parts about this one is seeing all the references to other Cartoon Network media, whether it be subtly or not.
Sometimes I like TV shows that have monkeys that go to camp, and sometimes I like TV shows that have imaginary friends instead of monkeys, but sometimes I just like imaginary monkeys.
Words cannot express the amount of foaming at the mouth I did when Billy called Ed, Edd n Eddy. I had a broadcast version of this saved and kept on my DVR as a kid for years. I really like flicking through this part and checking to see all the different Cartoon Network cameos they had in there. They got my guy Squirrel Boy in the building, salute. Y'all want that Squirrel Boy video? I know I do. Look what I want. Okay, so I know people sometimes talk about the little thing they do in the credits where they show all the fake art for all the joke crossovers. So I thought it'd be fun to rank them based on a scale of really want to see that to fuck out my face. Ed, Edd and Mandy, just to see how they try to handle that animation. Anytime anybody not on the Ed, Edd and Eddy team animates these characters, they always look like they got gangrene. Oh, cheese touch ass niggas. Class of number 3000, I'd do anything for more class of 3000. You could put them niggas with almost naked animals and I watched that shit 6 times in 2 weeks. Evil Camp Carne. Can't think of a joke for this one, sorry y'all. Samurai Mac, these niggas having a no outline off. And my gym partners, a Mandark. Y'all could have this one. And this look like that Chris Savino Mandark, this shit finna have like 4 lines of dialogue. I don't know if I could properly put into words just how cool this thing is to look at. The Power Hours are cool because of the change in art direction and design to properly represent both shows. Crossover Nexus is cool because you get to see these characters you already know in such a looser style. The Jetsons Meet the Flintstones is not cool. This thing, I can't even believe what I'm looking at. These cartoons have relentlessly different art design, even down to the line weight. Yet they somehow find a way to maintain all of that for both shows throughout, even when opposite show characters are touching each other. And they're consistently on model. If I were to isolate a clip of just Billy, you'd think it was just a normal episode. Same with any of the Kids Next Door. They don't round out the Billy and Mandy characters to try to make them fit this world. They're still really sharp and flat, even in the more three-dimensional Kids Next Door spaces. This might not sound like a big deal, but you think of something like Simpsorama, and how this is obviously that team's first time drawing Leela, despite the shows having similar design philosophies. Or the Simpsons guy, I really admire the work that they put in to make sure that the Simpsons look and feel like the Simpsons. But even though it was as good as they could get it still feels like Family Guy animating The Simpsons. But you feel none of that in this one. I can't even articulate what looking at this does to my brain. Like, look at number 4, Grab Billy. Look at this outline. How do you even do this? Oh, so this is why women didn't want to talk to me in high school.
Overall, this special is a great time. Billy carries a lot of the jokes because that dude is always funny, but just seeing them destroy the world of Kids Next Door is amazing. I think the perfect scene to encompass the special is when number 1 finally gets his glasses back, only for Grimm to make fun of him.
Let's do this.
Sunglasses? Are you going to a fight or a fashion show?
Overall, this is a really cool special that made use of the hype, and not a bad way to spend half an hour.
The Grim Adventures of the KND is just a Cartoon Network Power Hour remix for real. It's just as fun, it's just as surreal. It might not be as well known, but it is relentlessly deserving of being in the same conversation. The kind of thing that makes you wish more cartoons from this era were able to do something like this.
Hey, where's number 1?
Right here! And there's going to be some changes around here. Oh, ow, 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 oh, no, ow, I was just kidding. Oh, no.
As a kid, my dream was always to make a crossover. I really love that I kind of get to live that through all of these videos with my friends over the years. But it's really nothing like seeing 2 cartoon characters from different shows look at each other. These were fun though. One was bad and one was mid, but it was a good time. Alright, that's it. I'm finna cut this shit off. Bye!
First things first, I popper, freaks all the honeys, dummies, playboy bunnies, those wanting money. Those the ones I like, cause they don't get Nathan but penetration. Unless it smells like sanitation. Garbage, I turn like doorknobs. Heart throb never, black and ugly as ever. However, I stay Coochie down to the socks. Rings and watch filled with rocks. And my jam knocking your Mitsubishi. Girls pee-pee when they see me. Navajos creep me in they teepee. As I lay down laws like Island Coppet. Stop it, if you think they're gonna make a profit.
You the GOAT, Mama D, and you the cat, you so good.
Yeah, she was.
Then split it in two as I flow with the junior mafia. I don't know what the hell's stopping ya. I'm clocking ya, Versace shade watching ya. Once you grin, I'm in, game begins. First I talk about how I dress is this and diamond necklaces, stretch Lexuses. The sex is just immaculate from the back I get.